7 actions every husband must take to fix a failing marriage. Number 1, own your mistakes. So why does it matter? Accountability builds trust, and trust is friggin' important in your relationship and inside your marriage. This is the one that really makes me cringe when I see it play out. Someone screws up and then starts pointing fingers at everyone else and everything else rather than pointing a thumb back at themselves. It's like the ultimate fire starter. If you're in a disconnected relationship right now and you're at each other's throats all the time, keep doing this if you want to break up. Obviously, I'm joking. It's a terrible idea. This is something I've actually worked hard on over the years because I've always been naturally quite stubborn. But ultimately, talking around why you made the mistake before owning it is a wife repellent. Actionable step: acknowledge where you've messed up, get over yourself, apologize sincerely, and stop shifting blame or making excuses. Number 2, commit to understanding her needs. Why it matters. A thriving marriage is built on meeting each other's needs, so you can't solve a problem you don't understand. One of our kings, let's call him Ryan, spat out his dummy when we first started working together. He was frustrated with the lack of intimacy, saying, when we were younger, we were at it like rabbits. Now it feels more like a chore, and I could probably count on 2 hands how many times it actually happens every year. Super common problem. What's more alarming is how many guys actually accept this as normal. It's not. If you zoom out a little bit, you'll see what's actually happening. Ryan was playing victim. Poor me, I'm not getting enough sex. But he had no clue what his wife wanted. Does she feel good about herself? Does she feel supported? Does she feel loved? Does she still get thoughtful gifts or quality time just like she used to? No wonder she wasn't interested. Analogy time. If you're baking a cake, you measure out every ingredient perfectly first time. The flour, the sugar, the eggs, the butter, the milk, and the result is delicious. Fast forward, say day 5,000, which is about 14 years married, you throw 5 handfuls of flour in there, you chuck an egg in there, shell and all, and you skip the sugar because you ran out. The result? A disaster. Your marriage works the same way. Follow a half-assed recipe and don't be surprised when it falls apart. Actionable step: download our Understanding Her Needs worksheet to ask the right questions and reconnect. DM me the word worksheet if you want a copy. Number 3, lead with a vision. Why it matters. Leadership in your marriage means showing her a future worth building together. Without vision, resentment and drift grow. Just last week, Maddie and I created our 2025 vision boards together. We lined up our next holiday. We spoke about our personal goals for health and for fitness and our business plans and business goals together. And we also even spoke about our parenting goals. So we've got a clear plan. If you don't have a clear destination of where you want to go, anywhere will do. Actionable step: sit down together and ask, what does an amazing year look like for us as a couple in 2025? Number 4, improve emotional regulation. Why it matters. Emotional outbursts or cold withdrawals destroy connection and safety in a marriage. For most of you watching this, you're probably a dad, and let's be real, your wife doesn't need another child to look after. She doesn't think it's sexy when you lose your cool. In fact, it probably makes her feel unsafe. Think about it for a minute. When you're near or next to someone or in the same room as someone losing their shiz, do you feel relaxed? No, you're probably on the edge of your seat or you're rolling your eyes. Be the calm leader your family craves. Need help directly with this one? We've got you covered with the training. DM me the word calm if you want access to it. Number 5, be present and intentional. Why it matters. Presence isn't just physical, it's emotional. Your wife notices when you're checked out. We worked with a guy called Mark, and he was always one of these 3 things whenever he was with his wife: pissed, stoned, or on his phone. More often than not, it was actually a combination of 2 of those. So how do you think his wife felt? If the roles were reversed and your wife showed up like that, would you feel loved? Hell no. Actionable step: dedicate 30 minutes a day to uninterrupted time with your wife or kids. So no alcohol, no drugs, no phone, just be there. Number 6, show consistency and appreciation. Why it matters. Trust is built through consistent action, not empty promises. And appreciation fuels connection. Super simple example of this. One of our kings left a little sticky note on his wife's coffee cup every single morning with a compliment or a thank you. And small gestures like this go a long, long way. Actionable step: start a daily habit of gratitude. You can do it verbally or writing it down. For example, I really appreciate how you manage the chaos of our mornings. You're a star. Thank you. Number 7, not taking action is a choice. Not a very good one. Why it matters: if nothing changes, nothing changes. I see this one a lot. Guys know their marriage is suffering, but either don't know what to do or think to themselves, we're still under the same roof, so it'll be fine. She'll be right. Then comes the D word. They're shocked. She blindsided me. Dude, you knew it was a problem and you did nothing for 2 years. You're either growing together or growing apart, and you let that distance grow too long and weeds will sprout. And weeds are other blokes. Reach out and let's see if you're a good fit for what we do inside the Kings of Legacy. That's if you want to join other dads who are crushing it. Thanks for joining me here today. Make sure you like and subscribe, and if you'd like to connect, find me on Instagram at Rich James Jackson. Until next time.